How's it going, everyone? This is Start to Finish DSM, and this will be my first official video to start the channel and showing the full vehicle as it is, what has been done to it, what I plan on changing on it, what I've done to it so far, and the next few steps. And this will just be an overview of everything to get everything started off before we get to the point where I start tearing it down completely. So this is a 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX. And this vehicle hasn't been driven in probably 8 years and has been sitting in this state for over 5 years, stuck back behind a corner of an old barn. And before that, it was in a guy's backyard. The backyard flooded from the river behind it, and the whole vehicle got water damage on the inside, probably halfway up the vehicle. And so we're just gonna do an overview. I'll go around and show you everything in the state it's in right now. Excuse me. This is pretty much how I received the vehicle. No hood, no bumper. I have it all, but it's damaged. And glass was broken out of the windshield, out of the sunroof, and both quarters. So far, since I've had it for about a week now, really haven't had too much time to mess with it yet because I want to get everything situated, but I started removing all the glass that was busted around the frame of the windshield, and I've got one quarter out and done. Still have to do the other quarter. Then I'll move on to the sunroof, get rid of all the broken glass first before I start on everything, and go over it all. So here's how the engine was when I got it. They had started tearing it apart. They were gonna work on it a little bit. And there's some stuff here. You can see the manifold, turbo, all the setup they had. I'm not quite sure everything that they had, what it was. I really have no information on the car besides the owner I got it from. He had purchased it off of somebody and then let it sit since then. So he technically hadn't worked on it either. So we're gonna be stripping everything completely out of here, everything out of the entire car, all the fenders, doors, bumpers, hatch, everything is gonna strip down to the shell. And then we'll start removing the engine, all the suspension, transmission, drive shafts, everything will be removed. The whole car will be stripped down, and we are going to start from scratch. So as you can see, it had a body kit on it. Somebody had molded the side skirts. They made a custom gas cap. You can kind of see where the Bondo is starting to crack and show. They also shaved the door handles, which now you can start to see starting to crack and show. Obviously, this is probably from sitting for literally 5 years and no one doing anything about it. With the glass broken out, everything just got inside there. This is actually after I have washed down the dash a little bit and washed down the car. If you look at previous videos and photos of it, you'll see the condition it was in right before I got it, the condition it was in when I had it delivered over here. It did have a roll cage built in here somewhat. This will all be removed and redone. I kind of had it where you could open it and get in. Kind of cool if it was a daily driver and you needed to get in without jumping over it, but I'll be redoing all that. The whole vehicle itself is pretty solid. There's, slight rust on the floor from all that water sitting in there. And I've only found one small minor spot in the very bottom corner that did rust through. So I'll be working on all that. Tearing out all this interior completely. Getting everything out of here. Having to cut out the roll cage because they do have it welded in down there. And attached back here. Get around here to the back. The infamous clear taillights that everybody has been asking about and talking about. I need to go over them and see how good a condition they are in. You can tell this one's clear and has the reflectiveness to it. This one not so much, and I'm guessing because a lot of the chrome reflection inside the housing has come off, because you can kind of see a lot of it laying down in there. You can see more of it inside there. So I'm guessing over time it had just gone bad. The center's busted out. I do have somebody that will sell me a clear center if I do plan on keeping them. But as you can tell, like looking at it right here, this one's nice and clear with the chrome behind it. That one's dull. So if I'm gonna be rebuilding this entire thing from start to finish and everything's gonna be redone, now that I'm thinking about it, I possibly might not be using these. So if there is somebody out there that might be interested in them with knowing now that they aren't in the best of condition, I'll see what I'm gonna do. Nothing right away, so it'll be a while down the road before. I've already had 20 some people message me asking about them, so I'll go down the list from who messaged me first, explain to them the condition they are in, and see if anybody might be interested in them, unless there's a way for me to restore them. But most likely everything on here is probably gonna become brand new. Exhaust they had on here, which was, looks like all the way done. Still haven't looked up under here yet completely and seen everything that has been done to it yet. Once I start stripping it down, you can see someone busted out the reverse lights as well, and peeling faded window tint on the back. If anybody is interested, I might do a video on removing this old window film in case anybody else has one that has some old faded tint on it too. I can do a video on how to remove that. Still need to remove the quarter on this side, get it all cleaned up, and then we're gonna start stripping everything down. You can kind of see the gunk that's been built up on it. It's been sitting for quite a while. So just giving the overview, this thing's gonna dramatically start to change now. I didn't really want to start stripping it down until I made the first video and let everybody see how it originally started when I got it. And like you can see, they started tearing out quite a bit of stuff. So anyone have any questions, they can put it in the comment section. If you guys have any ideas on the route I should go with it, I have been talking with some people about some carbon fiber, roll cage, quite a few other things. I plan on keeping the exterior of it in the stock condition. So most likely gonna have a stock style hood, fenders, bumpers. They might be carbon fiber. I'll remove the molded side skirts, the molded gas cap, all that. And we will bring this thing back to life. So until now, this is the first video showing everything. And we will start doing some videos of each step as I go along. And if anybody has any questions on what they'd like to see torn apart while I'm doing it, if there's a specific thing they want addressed so that I can tear it apart before you tear yours apart, I'll be happy to do that. And thanks to everybody who has followed so far. And please like and subscribe so that you can follow along with this entire build. And thanks a lot, guys.